for the last time in this chamber to announce that my name is Shola Adeyeye from the Central Senatorial District of the state of Osun. I offer gratitude to God Almighty, who has given me the privilege to be a member of this Senate for 8 years and a principal officer of the Nigerian Senate for the last 4 years. I am very, very grateful to God Almighty. I live with mixed feelings. On the one hand, I decided more than 5 years ago that after 2019 I will no longer participate in elective office. I left of my own volition. I did not obtain nomination form. I did not seek to return. In fact, I left the country and made sure I did not return until nomination process had been closed, thus foreclosing any effort to draft me, whether from high or from low places, because I believe my time had been spent. I'm grateful to God for the privilege of being here among wise men and women. I believe, unknown to the rest of the world, that a lot of wisdom resides in this place. And when I talk to colleagues in my party, it doesn't take me much time to highlight the immense wisdom that resides in this place. But we must not deceive ourselves. It's a human assembly. And in every human assembly, you always have the interplay of the serene with the absurd, the profound with the profane, the good and the bad and the ugly playing together in the free market of ideas. But overall, I live with gratitude to God that I was part of this place. If I live without also pointing out some of the things that we have done wrong, I believe I would not have done good service to this Senate, and I would not have done good service to this Republic. For example, our rules say we should start at 10 o'clock. Today, we did not start until past 11, and that's not the fault of the Senate President or the fault of the Deputy Senate President. Oftentimes, we will get here on time, but if we march here at 10 o'clock, we will not be able to form quorum. Somehow, the Nigerian National Assembly, beginning with the Senate, must set the example that 10 o'clock means 10 o'clock. At one time, we tried it. We succeeded for about 3 or 4 months, and then we went back. When we see the US Parliament, or the UK Parliament, or the South African Parliament, they always start at the scheduled time. I pray to God that punctuality will be the soul of business for the 9th Senate and every Senate thereafter. I don't think we've always done a good job with oversight. Since I got here, beginning with Senate President David Mark, repeatedly announcements were made that oversight should not be used for extortion. Unfortunately, that has not always been the case. Till now, 2 years in a row, NAFDAC budget has not been passed for no other reason because of interplay of strong men in the corridors of power. May God help the Nigerian Senate to cure such situations. One thing we did wrong, especially at the beginning of the Senate, in my opinion, was the emergence of the minority leader. The Nigerian Senate is the first parliament that I know of where a first-timer emerges as leader because of interplay of ethnicity and rules. We must get so serious that no first-timer should become a principal officer. It doesn't happen in any serious legislature. The Nigerian Senate must have that temperament, that seriousness, that wisdom, that courage to say it doesn't matter how much your experience has been before you come to this place. When you are a first-timer, you are a first-timer. That goes for both PDP and APC. The only exception, I must grant that, is where in any party you zone to an office to a particular zone, and if there is no other person but a first-timer, we can understand that. But yes, there is no zone in the Constitution, but you and I know that rules and Constitution and Convention govern these things. So I pray that in subsequent Senate that we make sure that we don't have a first-timer doing that again. Lastly, I want to say from the beginning again, I believe we made a serious mistake in the confirmation process, because 37 nominees appeared before us, and within this chamber there was a consensus that 2 of them did not do well. Honestly, in my opinion, we should have rejected them. The reason is, if we had the wisdom and the courage from the beginning to say out of 37, 35 have done very well, 2 did not do very well, even the president will respect our objectivity. However, I went to you, Mr. President, and I believe you are cautious so that they will not say, because of the climate under which you became president, that you are trying to subvert the president. Honestly, any nominee who passes should be allowed to pass regardless of sentiment, and any nominee who fails should be told he has failed. That is how we do our job well in the best interest of the Republic. Lastly, when it comes to our Constitution, the truth is, it is the primary responsibility of the legislature to amend it. We cannot pass the buck to any other person but ourselves. We have to lead. And it's unfortunate that in talking about federalism in this country, sometimes it is stated as if it is a North versus Southern Nigerian event. It is not. This republic will benefit if we take the courage to have true federalism. The situation that we have right now, where our governors are like the senior prefects of a school, who exist only at the mercy of the school principal and teachers, must not be the intention of the founding fathers of this republic. The federating units must have the means to do their job, whatever that means may be, and the Nigerian Senate must lead in the push to ensure that we have a working arrangement that will make every part of this country to prosper. May God bless those of you who are coming back. May God bless those who are joining you. May God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. As for me, when I left the House of Reps, for 4 years I came back only twice. both times to carry placards. I'll leave today by the grace of God. I pray that I will never have to carry placard. But if I have to, God knows I'll be back to carry placard. May God bless all of you.